Now, let's go ahead and get into the next topic, which actually happens to be about our boy Donald Trump. Look at him. Look at the Trump Meister. The Trump Meister's looking good right now. Look at him playing some golf. Okay. He looks like he lost a little weight. Now, it looks like the Trump Meister lost a little weight. As we all know, Donald Trump is not happy right now. He's not doing well right now because he did just lose his essay trial to Jean Carroll. That's been going on for a while. I've been covering it for months. So to see it finally end was a beautiful thing. It's almost like if you actually tune in, it's like a story, guys. We talk about topics. We watch them go from the beginning when they start all the way to the end. So it was good to see the case closed there, in a beautiful milestone that I would say for my channel, and everything like that. It's good for me and the fans because I don't want to just talk to you guys about cases that we'll never cover the end of. What's the point of that? Where's the fun in that? Where's the true learning ability in that? But let's see what's going on now. Now it says Donald Trump could face questions on SA verdict in CNN town hall. Now it says Donald Trump could face questions about being found to have SA Jean Carroll when he participates in a CNN town hall on Wednesday night. And the Democrats were extremely angry that CNN was giving him this platform in town hall, which I think is quite crazy because he is the leading candidate for presidency. To assume that CNBC would give him a platform, to think it's crazy that they would give him a platform is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would a news station not give a platform to the biggest candidate for the Republican Party and the candidacy in 2024? Like, what is are we censoring people now? Are we censoring presidential nominees? Like, is that what we're doing? Like, the town hall comes just one day after a jury found him liable for SA and defamation, underscoring the former president's mounting legal threats amid his effort to recapture the White House next year. The CNN anchor Caitlin Collins will moderate the town hall at 8 p.m. tonight. So actually coming very soon. Let's see what time is it? Let's see here. Let's see what time is it, guys. Looks like it's 8:13, so it's actually started, guys. It's actually started. Where Trump will take questions from Republican and undeclared voters in the early voting stage. Town hall attendees will probably press Trump on how he intends to run for president as he faces legal threats in multiple states. You guys know he just got hit with multiple felonies. Then there was this essay trial he also has in Atlanta. Shout out to Atlanta, the land of lemon pepper wings, with the ranch, of course. And there was the whole thing there. He's dealing with a trial there for essentially a voter fraud from the 2020 election. Now it says on Tuesday, a New York jury concluded he had essayed the advice Jean Carroll 27 years earlier, ordering the president to pay her $5 million in damages for her battery and defamation claims. $5 million. Wow. I think I said $1 million earlier. It was 5. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Like, Now, it says because Carroll's lawsuit was a civil case, the verdict did not involve criminal charges, but other ongoing investigations into the former president's election lies and business practices could result in criminal convictions. Last month, he pleaded non-guilty to the 34 felony criminal charges, which were for falsifying business records. We already know about this and everything like that. And there was also, examining his role in the January 6th attack, which we all remember very well, where the Capitol got stormed. It was extremely embarrassing for the United States. Like, imagine if you heard that England's people all of a sudden to just go into uproar and they literally went into the palace and kidnapped the queen or something like that. That would be extremely embarrassing, and it would show a lot of weakness of our country, which is why, to me, it's just so ugly that happened. Now, despite his legal entanglements, he continues to lead in polls of Republican primary voters. As you guys know, DeSantis is the runner-up. A morning consult survey taken earlier this month showed Trump with a 34-point lead over his closest rival, Ron DeSantis, a Florida governor, who is expected to formally launch his presidential campaign in the coming weeks. Now, it marks his first appearance on CNN, which he had repeatedly attacked as fake news, which is interesting. Because, he used to always do that thing where he'd be like, fake news. Like, he does like this, like, fake news. It's fake news. Fake news. Now, his history with Collins specifically is also checkered, given that the Trump administration once blocked and then the then White House correspondent from a press release when she asked Trump inappropriate questions. Now, this is what we want to hear about, guys. We want to hear about what's going on with this whole town hall meeting. You know what I'm saying? It will shine a spotlight on the media's ongoing challenges in attempting to cover Trump and his enduring sway over Republican voters as he continues to peddle lies about widespread fraud in the 2020 presidential election. I mean, it's time to let all that go. He got 2024 to worry about. Nobody needs to be talking about 2020. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're in court in Atlanta where he's being accused of voter fraud, it's time to let that go. It's time to let that go and focus on the future. You know what I'm saying? Now, some commentators criticize CNN for giving him such a large platform to repeat those lies, which contributed to the, Capitol and, the 6th, which, it kind of was a bad thing. I think, what was it? One news station they got hit with like a $100 billion or something, or like a $50 billion lawsuit, because they came out and they were pretty much not necessarily in defense, but they were giving a platform for speaking on Trump's possibly, actually the voter fraud and everything in 2020. And, them kind of speaking to it, you go on and you're a Republican, you voted for Trump and everything. You go to your favorite news source and they're saying, hey, these votes are fake. It made them real mad. And you know what they did when they got mad? They stormed the Capitol. They didn't care. They stormed the Capitol. So it can be dangerous. And that's why when you deal with news and you're a news outlet, misinformation can be extremely dangerous, which is why I always tell you guys, if I ever say something that sounds crazy or if I ever misinterpret something, let me know in the comments, you know what I'm saying? And we can all discuss it and everything like that. We're all human over here. We all make mistakes, and I definitely make mistakes too. There will be times where I just misinterpret something, and everything like that. This channel is all about us all getting the information and just being informed, you know what I'm saying? Being informed and having good civil discourse. So if I'm wrong on anything, definitely call me out. And I feel like everybody should have that type of attitude. No one is right all of the time. What is that quote where it's like, even a broken clock is right twice or something like that, or is right once? Look it up if you don't know what quote I'm talking about. You feel me? But now, it says, it's very clear to me that CNN and many other mainstream media outlets have not learned their lesson from covering Trump in 2016. They said, this, in my opinion, is once again giving him the legitimacy at a time where he is more extreme, more out of control, and his lies are more dangerous than ever. But what they can't say is, what they have to acknowledge, though, is, guys, this is the main Republican running for candidacy. You can't expect a major news source to not cover him. Like even if he could be ugly. We got Joe Biden sleep. Somebody gonna cover it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now let's see what they have to say. Wow, this is a Trump slaughter fest right now. Now it says putting him on stage, having him answer questions like a normal candidate. He's not a normal candidate. I can definitely say that. Who didn't get people deleted in the process of trying to end the democracy he's attempting to once again run. He wrote, it sends the message that attempting a coup is just part of the process and that accepting election results is a choice and that there are no consequences in the media or politics or anywhere else for rejecting them. And that's, I can kind of resonate with that. I can kind of resonate with that. Trump really was responsible for the storming on the White House. Now, he didn't do it, but he essentially told them to get hyped up and go to the White House, which is a well-protected area. There should have been, I wouldn't say, I don't know how you would punish him. I don't know if legally you could punish him, but I do understand where he's kind of coming from. It is kind of strange that a president would be able to get away with all of that and just like continue, just go on, live his life. Like, what if he does it again? Like, what attack a riot on the White House part 2? Like part 2, like I might have to go ahead and I got a friend out in Washington D.C. I might have to go and get me some tickets at the next election. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going in the White House. I'm not trying to get shot. That's dead. I'm black. I got dreadlocks. It's over with for me. But I might stand outside and just watch all those conservatives go crazy. I may be like, haha, look at that Karen. Like, look at that Karen just got hit with the mace. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. I feel like he definitely did get away a little scot-free with what will go down as probably the most famous American coup in history since probably the Civil War. Let's keep it a stack. Now, it said CNN actually did defend their decision to host the town hall, arguing the American people have the right to hear answers from the current frontrunner in the Republican presidential party. It says, our job, despite its unique circumstances, is to do what we do best. Ask tough questions, follow up, and hold them accountable to give voters the information they need to sort through their choices. That is our role and our responsibility. So, guys, I want to know what you guys think about this and everything like that. First, I want to know, do you guys think that Trump should have been held accountable for the whole January 6th Capitol riot and everything like that? And not only do you think that he should have been held accountable for it, do you guys think that that should affect his election now? And do you feel, if you do feel that he should have been held accountable, how would you punish this? Do you guys think this would have somehow gone into jurisdiction? Ooh, trying to pull out those, pull out those legal terms. Do you think that has jurisdiction, you know what I'm saying, and everything like that for him to be criminally charged for that, even though he didn't technically do any storming of it, but he kind of incited a riot, which I do think is a charge. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, and everything like that. Also, how do you guys feel about CNBC giving him a platform? Do you guys agree with CNBC giving him a platform, or do you guys think that that's ugly? I think that CNBC is in all of their rights as a news station to give the frontrunner for the presidential candidacy a platform. And even still in that, I can still say that I do think it was very ugly the way Trump moved with this whole voter fraud, January 6th situation. He definitely handled it wrong. And it shows you too the scope of power. If you give somebody too much power, just how much that they can do and then possibly get away with. He didn't get away with that Jean Carroll stuff, though. You know what I'm saying? But even still, though, even after being accused of SA, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm going to call him. If you guys didn't know what that is supposed to mean, he still seems like the guy who's going to win the presidency. And to see somebody have to pay out and kind of not get charged with it, but to lose a SA trial and still win presidency would be insane, because that would mean that the American people essentially said that we're all cool with having a president that is cool with SAing women. That's crazy. Like, is that not crazy? It's history being made before our very eyes. It's very ugly history, but it is history being made. But hey, guys, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to take a quick, give me like 2 minutes. I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break. I'll be right back, and then we can finish this out, and we're going to be talking about Putin's very embarrassing, I guess, parade that they had and everything.